Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for watching. Today, Learning by Saying session, we have Anoo. She will talk about her experience after the MMI Millionaire Mind Intensive Workshop. So, thank you, Anu, for speaking up and sharing with us the story. And before we start, I just briefly explain. In this learning by saying, we have the speech, which is 10 minutes long. Then it's followed by 5 minutes Q&A. So today I'm with a timer. I will time and so Anu, you can start.
Thank you, Duong. So you said that children are like a blank sheet of paper. The values we teach them, the beliefs we instill in them, they get imprinted on the sheets. And as you grow, the sheets they get crowded. The designs they get bolder and darker, and that somehow forms what they're going to be in the future. And as they grow up, the more new things that they learn, it slowly branches out from the original design, but it never overlaps the already existing design. If you are 30 years old down the road, you would just know that your designs have already been boldly imprinted. What do you do then to change anything? So after MMI, that was the experience. When you have got beliefs and values that have been so strongly instilled in you for the past 30 years, how do you change them? When I attended MMI sometime in March this year, it was a 3-day event, a very uplifting event. And as always, after all these events, you will go out thinking that, I'm going to change the world right now. And that's basically what we do. And the whole stamp of the idea that I could relate to MMI was actually I could feel it more connected to the law of attraction that was introduced to me some 10 years ago. It was just a concept that I knew of, and that was it. So there was never any other coaches, speakers, or any other influences of any other prominent people that I now know of. For example, Half Ecker, uh, Brian Tracy, and so all these other names, all these people. That it's the first time now that I'm hearing of these names. It wasn't something that I knew before. So when I joined MMI, I had just finished reading the three series books of Robert Kiyosaki's series. And after MMI, I was quite sure that I knew what I wanted to do. So I just wanted to start off by getting a passive business. Then I thought once I have that, I would easily be able to leave my job because now I know I have an income somewhere. And then from there, I could think what I'm going to do next. So, with all the hopes and aspirations, I actually went out and we noticed that somehow in Malaysia, this whole laundromat business, passive business, was kind of picking up. So, we did a bit of research and I placed a deposit with the laundromat. I placed a deposit for the shop. And just one day before I could start, things didn't turn out as it supposed to. So we lost the money on the shop deposit, but however, we got back the money for the business that we had placed. So that was a bummer. Then I decided that I wanted to try to do some property investment. The market in Malaysia crashed just as we decided that we wanted to invest in something. So it was a bit of a take back approach to really watch through the market before we could decide. And next, subsequently, I decided that I do want to leave my job. I just wanted some sort of a security net. So I thought I would join Mind Valley. So to join Mind Valley, you actually needed to prepare a 3-minute video and you needed to post the video up on YouTube. So neither have I ever recorded my own video. What more post it up on YouTube? So I actually did all that and I didn't get a job. So this is just series of things that were not working in my favor, I would say. And finally, I actually started off a blog. And when I started off this blog, it was a follow-up event from the GBO that I attended, and I signed up for the it was a GBI. I first signed up for the GBO, and they were teaching you how to set up a website and so on. So I actually learned how to do that, and I started up a website. It was called Boardroom Stilettos. It's actually a blog where we just talk about stories, inspirational stories, and it's more of a platform to connect women who are in the corporate world. That was the intention of the blog. And that blog got traction because I created an About Me page which spoke about me. And in just 48 hours, and I'm pretty new to Facebook, I basically just created my Facebook account maybe a month to 2 months ago, just before I started off the blog. So I only had about less than 20 friends, and I had about over 1,000 clicks in less than 48 hours, which I thought was pretty good. And shortly later, my boss actually told me that he wants to invest in the blog, and he was willing to put in some money for me to get things moving and so on. And in exchange, he wants 20% of whatever share I make of it. And I thought it was a great opportunity for me to do what it is. So hearing all my sad stories before anything really happened, you might think that MMI is probably not really something that would lead you to another level. But there's a lot of things that you learn from MMI or you learn from this whole experience, which I want to share. Firstly, it is actually having the courage to do so many things. I have always been a compulsive person. At the age of 26, I had already invested in 4 properties. How I did it, I would just jump right to it, no thoughts, no fear, and I would just do it. So it is not something in me that I'm not brave, but it is just more of a personal part where I've stepped up front, and that I thought is a different was more of a bravery thing to me because I always live in an environment where I prefer no one to know me, and having my blog up and having so much of my stories to be shared. Even being here today is it's really a different level because this is something I will not do. I'm very personal in that matter. I prefer nobody knows me. That would be best. So that was the first part. Secondly, I think I learned a lot. I made a video, published it on YouTube. I've never done that before. I attempted to start a business, which I've never done before. I learned to create a website, which I've also never done before. And it took me a lot of guts to actually be able to apply to a prestigious company like Mind Valley because I always would think that I'm never good enough. But I learned all this, and that was great. I also one of the most things that I'm very grateful for is that I thought that there was a different level in my relationship with my husband. We have always had a good relationship, but it was through MMI that I felt that our ideas and our paths, our visions were, it was more aligned. Now we both want the same things, and we are willing to make the same sacrifices. And I think it's a meaning of that we are starting to speak the same language together. And fourthly, which is most important, is that boy, this is a journey. You're going to need all the support you can get, your friends, your family, your spouse, whoever it is. It's a difficult ride and it's a difficult journey with so many challenges. So as many people as you can get to be on your end, that would be great. So this is the 4 main things that I really learned from my mind. So now I know that the people in learning by saying, for example, you guys are all positive thinkers, but I've also felt that being positive can really be exhausting, especially because it's a battle with your mind constantly that, hey, you can't think like that, you have to think like this. It takes a lot of effort. It's really exhausting. So you really need to be in that group of people because otherwise it's just, I think it will be difficult otherwise. And I also hear about of late, I've heard about a lot of these speakers where they will speak about, you must know your life purpose. That's only then you're living your life, a meaningful life. I don't know. I tried to look for a life purpose. I'm still looking, I guess. I don't really know exactly what is my direction or what is it that I really want. I'm also starting to wonder if finding a life purpose is just a highly overrated persona. Maybe we all are meant to just live life and just be happy and contented. And that probably is an easy way out. I don't know. But yeah, for those who do know their life purpose, I think it's a great applaud. It's really great. I mean, it's really just great. So at the end of the day, the biggest goal in life for me I mean, it's just being happy. And the best way you can feel happy is to be contented. And I'm right now very happy for the people around me who love me with all my craziness in it. So I can't be more thankful for something like that. Everyone has their different paths, everyone has their different purposes. MMI may not be the place that would take you to a particular end or the end that you had in mind when you started off, but it's a journey
Nine
nonetheless.
minutes 30 seconds.
It's a journey nonetheless, and it's still a worthwhile journey. I would still recommend it. Whatever the turmoil is, it's highly recommended. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you, Anu, for sharing. And for those who are watching and wondering what is MMI, actually MMI is it stands for Millionaire Mind Intensive. It's a 3 days workshop run by Success Resources. So Anu is just hired by THABAker to, to market. No, just joking. We are you are in the
I wish
quantum leap
so.
as well, right?
Pardon?
Are you in quantum leap?
Yes, I am.
Okay, uh, so we are actually a group of people in quantum leap, which is a we purchase a product from THABAker. It's a series of self development program. So basically, you figure out it by yourself. But thank you very much, Anu, for sharing your experience. So okay, now we move on to the Q&A part. And in a Q&A, the audience will ask or to clarify or to share if any insight. So it will be 5 minutes or the maximum 7 minutes. Okay, so you said that in MMI, right? If you can summarize again, what the 4 points just now?
Um, you
Just now the
bravely,
four points.
yeah,
4 points.
basically being brave to,
Brave. Okay.
especially in your personal level. You
Okay.
learn a lot. Um,
Sorry, what is that? The second is what?
you learn a lot.
Oh, learn a lot. Okay.
Yeah, you learn a
Uh-huh.
lot, especially in terms of experiences, and you do things that you would not really do otherwise. You wouldn't
Okay.
venture into new stuff, lah, in short. And for me, it's a relationship. You actually bond and build better relationships with the people that you're close to. And yeah, that's all.
Okay.
What's another one, I guess?
What's
Like,
the last one?
yeah, you need all the support you can get.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Oh, by the way, your sharing about the your blog is very impressive. So how is it going right now? The blog.
Yeah, my blog is, you can check it out. I have a
Yeah.
Facebook
Well,
page.
yeah. What's the name of the blog?
The Facebook page is called Boardroom Stilettos.
Sorry.
Boardroom Stilettos.
Oh, that's why I when I add you is boardroom something. I thought I add the wrong person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And the web page is called boardroomstilettos.com.
Okay. Let me try to spell boardroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you spell the one after boardroom? What is that?
Stilettos.
S
Stiletto.
T S T I
Lettos.
L E T T O S. Okay. .com, isn't it?
Yeah, so boardroomstilettos.com is the web page.
Okay. Let me check it out. Okay. So um, yes, I'm very intrigued. So what? Okay. What is this? Can you try to maybe in a let's say 30 second or no 1 minute is called like elevated pitch, right? Yeah.
Okay,
Can you just say what is this about?
so Boardroom
Uh,
Stilettos is actually a website that I created. It
yes.
was inspired by when I'm working. There's this young group of women who I
Yeah.
found were missing certain aim and certain direction in life. And
Yes.
to me, I thought the reason that the lack of that is because there is no one to look up to. In the current firm that I'm working with, I'm the only senior lady manager there,
Yeah.
of the higher position. So probably the reason why they couldn't relate is because there's really no one to look up to, so they really can't see a direction. And that was
Okay.
why I created Boardroom Stilettos, because I wanted to share that story, and I wanted it to be a platform for me to share all other women's stories. And so I started interviewing a few women, and I've
Oh.
got their stories on the page as well. So
Oh.
far, I've got one story up. I've got a
Yeah.
couple of interviews lined up. So as it goes, then I'll have their stories on as well. So
Wow.
the stories are written, but I intend to change it to videos in the coming time.
Wow. Excellent. So what's stilettos? What is that? What does it mean?
Stilettos is very sexy high heels for women.
Where is
That's
it origin? I mean the word.
Yeah, the word means high heels,
No,
sexy heels in
but
short.
is this English
Yeah, it's
or
English.
oh, okay.
Mm.
Oh,
So the
so
idea is boardroom being something very corporate, and
oh,
those being high heels. So it's basically women in boardroom, and women of position.
wow, wow, this looks great. Okay, can you share the experience of launching this? Like how long it takes? What did you do? So we can also learn as well.
Okay, learning the website wasn't as difficult. I thought that actually building a website can be so easy. You never really know how easy it can be. And I learned it through Alex Mendoza. He's the one who had those programs on, and I learned it. I also used
Uh,
another website for the wealthy affiliate to help me out, and that was how I came up with the whole video and sorry, the whole blog.
oh,
It took me a very short time to come up with the
uh,
blog, to set up the website, and then the writing is just progressive. As we go on, I would write a blog, and slowly, until one of the page was launched, then it became a bit more actually.
okay. Wow, this is excellent. And
Thank
okay,
you,
so
Dom.
the okay, we hit 5 minutes. So okay, guys, if you're watching, you can check out boardroomstilettos.com, right? And
Yes,
Facebook page. What's the Facebook page name? Is it the same?
yeah, boardroom stilettos.
Ballroom Stilettos. So you can come here and get the inspiration. If you are a woman, it is a must to visit. If you are a man, it's also advisable to visit because you understand more of your uh, wife, your sisters, or your girlfriends, or your mother, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Thank you for sharing with and joining and sharing with us, and hope to see you more in this platform.
Thank
And
you, Dom. Thank you for having
yes.
me.
Hmm. So I think because in our our group, right, learning by saying, there are a lot of people. So
Yeah,
you can, if you look for inspiration or feedback, you can also post there as well. And if you look for who people to interview, maybe a lot of our members may know someone who are successful. Yeah. So it
right.
can benefit from that as well.
Correct. And I am looking
Yeah.
for more women to interview, and I would like the women to share their stories,
Yes.
to
Yes.
help people to share and inspire women as well.
Yes. So you post in our group, then maybe if anyone knows who are successful or inspiring or so on, can just share so you can have more leads for your lineup speakers and so on, right?
All right, thank you, Dom.
Yeah. So do join us. We hope that we can support you. Well, it's very impressive. Well done, and
Thank you,
thank you
thank
for
you.
sharing. And have a good night.
You too, good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.